everyone, and welcome to Those Forking Fangirls, where we talk all things nerdy, book, TV, movie, pop culture, fandoms, and stop it. And how they integrate into our adult lives. I'm Natasha.
And I'm Christine.
And yes, I messed up a tiny bit, but today we're gonna do something super fun. We're gonna be inserting ourselves into Sarah J. Maas's ACOTAR world and discussing how different aspects of the story would go if we were either the leads or we replaced Feyre in it.
Well, actually, that's not what we're doing. We're just going to ACOTAR. We're not replacing Feyre.
Okay.
You'll see.
You said or replace Feyre.
Oh, that's before I came up with that actual idea.
Wow, you set me up for failure.
I'm so sorry.
Jesus.
I forgot to change that.
Well, it's too late now. Why are you changing it? I already said it.
No, we're replacing one of our leads. One of our leads. It's gonna be fun. We're going to ACOTAR.
Great.
And to help us do that today, we have a very special author, YouTuber, Sims content creator extraordinaire. Her debut novel, Voice of the Ocean, comes out April 22nd. Kelsey Impicciche. Wait, did I say it wrong?
No, you did it.
I did it. Okay.
Yeah. Oh my God, it's so cool seeing you guys hold the book. I'm nerding out.
Kelsey, we're so excited to have you. Can you give us your intro, bio, your favorite fandoms, who you are, where you're from, all that stuff?
Sure. Okay, fabulous. Hi, I'm Kelsey Impicciche, aka Kelsey Dangerous online. I play The Sims. That's what I'm most known for. But I love playing cozy games on YouTube, Twitch, wherever books are sold. Also, I have a book coming out. I don't know why I said wherever books are sold. I just saw the book.
That's what it says
on things. I was like, I meant to say wherever you watched. Yeah, wherever you watch things, I'm online. But I've also wrote a book called Voice of the Ocean. It is so I'm a debut author now, which is very exciting.
Yes.
And my favorite, I love all fandoms. If there's a fandom, I've probably dabbled. But growing up, huge Harry Potter fangirl, big into Harry Potter for a very long time. And then, Twilight, just Divergent, Hunger Games.
Yes.
Like I said, if it had a fandom, I was Sherlock. Yeah, like the deep lore. And then, moving into like ACOTAR, I've been through all of them. And I love them all. Pirates of the Caribbean, you name it.
Nice. Oh,
I live there.
Yes.
Lord of the Rings.
Yes.
Comic books. I've read a lot of comic books. Love Marvel more than a little more.
And where do you hail from, Kelsey?
I hail from St. Louis.
Missouri?
Originally, yeah, Missouri.
Nice.
But I lived in Los Angeles for like 10, 11 years.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, so.
All right. Well,
that's me.
We want to do a little get to know you better before we jump in, so people know a basis of you before you go into the ACOTAR books.
Yeah, makes sense.
So what made you start making content? Like, how did you find the internet back in the day? And what brought you to YouTube?
Yeah, I mean, I started watching YouTube when YouTubers started becoming a thing. So I watched a lot of the Vlog Brothers.
Oh my God!
And I was wait, you're a nerd fighter too?
Yes.
Like I said, if there's a fandom, I probably was in it at some point. Yes, I was a nerd fighter hard, and I think that's one of the big first ones that I kind of got into.
OG YouTube fandoms.
Yeah, Grace Helbig was a huge inspiration for me starting my YouTube channel. So I watched a lot, and I went through kind of a sad girl era when I was young. So I pretty much just connected to people through YouTube.
We all
for a long
find
time.
YouTube in our sad girl era.
Yeah. And so I kind of, after watching enough of it, I was like, someday if I could make something that would help someone in their sad girl era, the way this has helped me feel less alone, that would be success to me. And so after college, I started up my own little baby YouTube channel, just doing random comedy stuff. Nice. But I gained enough of a smallish following to then apply for an internship for BuzzFeed. And that's really where my career online took off.
Yep.
Nice.
Was working at BuzzFeed. Yeah. I started as a baby intern and grew up into a lead producer. I worked in every vertical, like fitness. I did like a lot of viral fitness videos, food videos. I worked behind the scenes on a couple Try Guys videos, and then I ended up doing gaming for myself because I loved games.
Nice.
And then that's how I blew up. I like made a couple different gaming videos, and then one of them I did The Sims because I grew up with The Sims. I love The Sims, and that one was like the one that took off, the 100 Baby Challenge. And so,
Oh my god.
that's my origin story.
Love that. There's so many different things you went through dabbling in the content.
I really,
world.
loved a little bit everything.
When did you make that 100 baby? Like what year was that?
I think it was end of 2016, 2017 was when I first made the first episode. It was a like in between a different series I was doing with Keith from the Try Guys called In Control with Kelsey. It was like I like sat next to Keith because he didn't know how to play The Sims, but he was hilarious. So I would sit next to him and he would tell me what he wanted to do and I would do it. And so like I would control it, but he would tell me like what to do. And so that was like the bit. And so I was like on a hiatus from that show and I was like, I'll just make a funny little one-off video about making babies in The Sims. It'll be funny. And then it went way viral. And my boss, I was like, it was over break. It was like Christmas. My boss calls me. He's like, do you have another one of these? And I was like, no, but I can go in and film one. But I was really lucky. I found a really cool community from that. And then eventually, you know, when I've moved on from BuzzFeed, the community came with me and I still make fun Sims videos. Yeah. And then when I, you know, told them I'd always wanted to be a writer and I'd written a book, they were all backing me the whole way and are probably a large reason why I got like my agent and like, you know, the book deal and everything was just there.
That's so cool.
They were fighting for me in the trenches. Yeah, it was great. It's been a really cool experience and I'm like nothing if not the internet's biggest fangirl because I just love how like it's changed so many lives that I know.
Oh, yeah.
That transitions really nicely into the next question.
Oh, perfect.
When did you know you wanted to write a book and when did the idea for debut hit you? For your debut. I'm sorry, talking about Taylor Swift way too much.
Oh, wait, no, wait.
Without,
that's my other fandom.
without an article in front of it. Idea hit you.
How have we all not been? She's like, that's my other fandom. I'm like, how have we all not been best friends for years?
I don't know. When I met you all and I followed you on like socials, I was like, they like all the things that I like.
All of the circles overlap.
Oh my God. Our Venn diagram is a circle of interest. Thrilling. No, yeah. I'd been wanting to write a book like probably my whole life. I'd like had a bunch of ideas growing up, but I was more of a it wasn't fan fiction, but it was really pretty much fan fiction writer through high school. It wasn't fan fiction, but if anyone's heard of like the RPG era of online fan fiction, it sounds saucy. It wasn't. It's like collaborative fan fiction where you're like on a board.
I remember this. Yes.
Do you remember those?
Yes.
I was so deep in. I was an administrator, so I built the website, and then people would come and apply to be characters, and then you would all. Yeah, and so I was deep into the Marauder era ones where I always played James Potter and I played Marlene McKinnon, and those were like my characters that I tended to.
So wait, would you like all chat like you're in the world or something? Like,
so it would be like you would write a collaborative story, but you're only the like first person POV or third person of that character. So I was just Marlene McKinnon's story, and I would write her story, and I couldn't control. It was almost like Dungeons and Dragons in a way where I can't control the other characters, but I can like respond and like add to it. And then the next character. So for example, one of my best friends played Lily Evans and I played James Potter. So it was just us flirting together as teen girls through writing. But anyway, we would like write their love story over and over in different ways. It was so cute.
Fun.
But yeah, so she would write all of Lily's like side POV. It would be almost like POV like in books when they switch. It's literally that, but with like only one writer gets to do each character.
Nice.
But yeah, it was such a weird deep dive that whenever when people like, did you like fan fiction? I was like, well, I did, but I have to like overly explain what it was. Anyway, I got way off topic. Point being, so I've always wanted to write, but once I was in college, I kind of had to choose a lane, and I was in LA, so I ended up kind of going into acting and like, being on video and things like that. So I kind of just put writing to the side for a while. I wasn't like feeling as inspired because I was just so hyper focused on trying to make a career at all in LA. And so during COVID, one of my coworkers at BuzzFeed, I was still working there, sent out an email for like a writing workshop. And she was like, like you can write a little sample and apply. And I got so excited. I was like, oh my God, I haven't written in years. Like, this is my dream. And so I applied and I got in and I was so excited. And it was just a group of women that we all got like writing prompts and we got to talk about the art of writing.
Aww.
And it just, oh my gosh, it just was like I was home
wonderful.
again. Yeah, it was literally the best. I miss it every day. I wish I was still in a writing group with a bunch of women. But then afterwards, my coworker who ran it was like, you should keep going. You should try it. And so to support me, she was like, I'll, meet with you regularly to check in on you and make sure that you're still writing. And kind of that's where it all started, where I was like sitting in COVID and really lonely and bored and just was hit with like a lot of new ideas from that. So that's
Nice. So there wasn't like one moment in the shower where you were like,
I was like, I know, it was so pointed because like I had a bunch of ideas that from when I was young, but I was like, no, I'm not ready to write those. So I just sat down and I was like, if I were to write a story with training wheels, right? Like what would be my story? And I wanted to do like a fairy tale retelling. Because I felt like that was like the training wheeliest for me. And I love reading fairy tale retellings. I would keep those up forever. So I was like, well, what is the one I would be interested in doing? And I grew up loving The Little Mermaid as a little girl. Same. Well, I was to Little Mermaid what like Frozen is to this generation. Like, I watched it constantly. So I think it was just like very obvious. It just kind of sat there and I was like, well, what if the main character was a siren instead of a mermaid, and she was like born and raised to like be a killer, and then I was like, but then she's like doesn't do a very good job because she likes humans and she's like just a girl. and then I was like, and what if the guy that she sees, that Prince Eric, when she meets him, isn't who she thought he was, right? Like this, because I liked this concept of like you falling in love from afar, but then when you meet the person, you're like, I just projected all of these feelings onto you.
The pixie dream girl thing. Yeah,
pixie dream boy, pixie boyfriend. And so that's kind of where that nugget came from. It was like me kind of playing with like, what would be my vision of that? And like, if I were to put like if I was writing a book for young Kelsey, like what would she be into? And these were all the ingredients.
Nice.
I wish it was just thunderstruck in the shower. That sounds like a much cooler origin story. I was just sitting on my couch being like, I want to write a thing.
All my like most fun ideas come when I'm in the shower and I'm trying to like crack.
Honestly though, true. It's the one place where I'm not with my phone, so my brain can be like, la la la.
Yes. When you're
thinking
like,
of things.
completely separated from the world for a little bit and your brain finally is like, oh, I have thoughts.
Yeah. I really should put my phone down more.
I've now managed to bring my phone in the shower. I have a whole place for it now.
I've literally thought about that so many times.
It's so bad.
Yeah.
What do you do?
She's the reason I bring my phone in the shower because her phone survived. So I'll
wait. Do you just bring the phone? You like raw dog it into the shower?
Oh, I don't hold the phone.
I hold it when I'm reading. I read on the shower, and I used to bring full books in the shower. And I was like, I brought Voice of the Ocean in the shower. Like I was reading it in the shower.
I love this. Honestly, I love when like people bring books into bodies of water for like reading in the pool or reading like in the bathtub.
Yeah.
So it's just
but now I full on will like because a lot of my books are on my phone. I'll just be like in the shower with my phone reading.
I have a little thing. It like sits on like a little like hooky shelf thing. And then I'll have the ebook up and then I'll read a page from afar and then I'll like, move it up. That's
that is so cool.
Natasha will literally call and I'll pick it up in the shower now and be like, hey, I'm in the shower.
I was like, cool, just listen to this story.
You're like, that sounds like something me and my best friend would do, honestly. I love that. That's so good. I'm always available. Showers are business time now.
Kelsey, we have a lightning round for you. Are you ready?
Okay, I'm so yappy, so it might be hard, but I'll try to keep it lightning.
Favorite month of the year?
Ooh, October.
Ooh, because of
Oh,
Halloween.
Yeah.
Go-to meal for dinner.
Oh, that TikTok salmon bowl thing.
Yes.
Ooh,
I'm
fancy. Is
Oh,
it
it's like-
fancy?
No, it's just salmon, rice, Kewpie mayo, sriracha, a little bit of like soy sauce. Just mix it up. And then you can
Yes.
put other stuff in it if you want. Like
You can get
cucumbers.
fancy with avocado and cucumber.
Yeah, you can put avocado, cucumber. Yeah.
So it's just like a
bomb.
bowl
Little
with
kimchi
salmon
in
and
it.
stuff. Okay.
Yeah.
It's like a sushi bowl.
It's this,
what it-
deconstructed sushi bowl. It's delicious and very
Yeah,
easy.
nice.
And it's my ADHD fixation meal.
Favorite city?
Los Angeles, because I'm biased, but if that one didn't count, probably like London. I love the like vibes of
same.
London. So fun.
Natasha, do the next ones.
Sorry. If you could go to space, would you?
No.
I agree.
Us either.
If it was like, certain
thank
I would
you.
return and wouldn't have to be there very long, then like, yeah, I'll go up. I'll see a little star, you know, like I'll check out the Earth from afar and be like, look at that. But like, I don't want to be stuck up there.
No,
You
it
know,
sounds depressing.
absolutely not. I've seen
No,
too
thank
many sci-fis and read too many sci-fis,
Yeah.
and all of them
Too
are
many
bad.
things in real life have caught fire and died.
Literally. I'm not. No.
Wait,
Not made
Caught
for us.
fire? There's no oxygen in space.
Yeah, that's because people bring fire up there and then things explode. Fire on a spaceship's really bad.
Definitely when you're trying to land, there's been a lot of.
And like
Yeah.
there's a lot of
Yeah,
like things
the
that
landing.
explode. The exploding when they're going up
I've
to
seen the
space.
explosions
There's
in space
been a
too.
lot of
I've
fire.
seen Star Wars. Okay.
That's fiction. There's no
I know.
oxygen. They can't
No,
explode.
things do explode on their way up to space all the time.
Yes, on the way up.
Yeah, but they're still going
Or
to space,
down.
and that's part of the ride.
Okay, we just have to get that clear that there's no oxygen in space, but
No,
on the way up and
in
down,
the spaceship,
they explode.
Natasha, there's oxygen for the people to live. That's how
Yes.
the fire happens, and that's how things fall apart and people die.
and implode.
How they fall apart.
Okay, a song you know all the words to.
A lot of songs. I would say most Taylor Swift songs are all.
Which one's your favorite?
Oh my god! I was listening to Taylor's version, "Speak Now," like the whole album yesterday on repeat because I was flying home and I only have Taylor Swift albums downloaded to my phone. So whenever I'm on a
Yes.
plane, that's all I can listen to. So I'm gonna go with "Enchanted." That one's so
Nice.
Yes.
That's a great one.
If you were a color, what color would you be?
I don't know. I'm gonna say purple. I feel like that's a good one.
Nice. Your wall feels purple. Is it purple?
It is purple.
It looks so
Yeah.
pretty.
The wall is purple and the couch is pink. I was really
Cute.
trying to make
Love
it
that.
interesting back there.
I like it. Those are my favorite colors.
And I love
too.
your light.
Thank you.
It's
so
giving
cute.
fantasy novel.
Yeah, I really wanted to feel like a little fairy, and there's like my lights are little, little
Yes.
flowers.
If you had to rename yourself, what would your new name be? Why are there two name questions in this?
What do you mean? There's only one so far.
Okay, so I did read over this before, and I thought about that, and honestly, I would rename myself probably. I'm not really.
You don't feel like a
attached to
Kelsey in your heart?
I don't not feel like a Kelsey. I just feel like Kelsey. I have an absence of feeling towards the name Kelsey.
You're indifferent.
But when I was young, I hated it. I hated my name, especially in that like teen like romance fan fiction girly era. So I wanted to be named Catherine with a K. All
Everyone's
of
name is
Vampire Diaries. And I wanted people to nickname me Cat, like K-A-T.
Oh my god, literally every friend I had is named Kat.
And they were so, I was so jealous. I was like,
Kat
that's
and
such a
Katie.
cute and sassy thing. There's no good nicknames for Kelsey. It's like Kels.
Oh my
which is
god, there's
disgusting.
no good nickname for Christine either. So that's why I was Poland bananas on
You
the
feel
internet.
it. You feel it. And so, yeah, I probably would, I would just go with
Yours
Catherine, nickname Cat, apparently.
That's
According
so
to my high
random
school
to
self.
want to be named Catherine.
I was because I was like, it's so romantic and long. It has like that kind of like old world feeling, but then it has like a cheeky nickname, and I loved like crap like that, like Elizabeth. But like call her a
Lizzie.
cheekier name. Well, Lizzie. I mean, Lizzie's a cute one. I don't want to offend any Lizzies.
Okay, thank you for answering our lightning questions.
I was very lightning about it.
We're going to move into our Snap Crackle pop culture news section here because we've got some fun news this week. Leighton Meester has been cast in season 2 of Nobody Wants This, which is very exciting. That's Adam Brody's wife, and you also know her as Blair Waldorf from Gossip Girl. Mm-hmm. And she's going to play Kristen Bell's middle school nemesis, who is now an Instagram mommy influencer.
It's so good. Wait, that's
so
really
fun.
good.
Oh,
I love that.
I'm so excited about that.
I love Leighton
They're also
Meester
both from Gossip Girl.
as a mean girl.
Yes.
Because Kristen Bell was the voice of
I
Gossip
forgot.
Girl.
She's the voice. Yeah.
Yeah. But I bet they didn't hang a lot because she's in the booth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This
They
is so
had
cute.
a fun
for sure.
little bit on the SAG Awards last night.
I saw that.
Yeah, where like Kristen was reading off, and then Leighton was like, "I'm hungry." It was cute.
Wait, I missed it. Did you watch that later?
It came up on TikTok.
Yeah, like
Oh,
today.
Yeah.
Man, I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
Get on the algorithm.
I'm out of the loop. I'm on deadline. I'm out of every loop.
Oh no.
Natasha, do you have some news for us?
Yeah. Cynthia Erivo's gonna play Jesus.
What?
Praise be.
Praise me.
Oh my God. So
That's
exciting.
so good.
She is cast as Jesus in Jesus Christ Superstar the musical, and it's
my
gonna
God.
be a film.
Wow.
Wait, really?
Wait.
I didn't know it was going to be a film.
Long time. I didn't know it was gonna be filmed. I was
Jesus?
a long time Jesus Christ Superstar stan for some. I was a musical theater girl, and I loved Jesus Christ Superstar. I was in an all Catholic, all girls school. It was like a moment in time.
Oh my God. I saw that so many times at my Nana's church. They used to put it on every year. So we'd go, and that song, Jesus Christ Superstar. It's so catchy.
I loved Judas very specifically in it. His songs were bops. They were.
I can't remember them.
Oh my God! It's like the "Tell me what you think about your friends at the top," and he's always like, oh my God, he's
Wait.
got some great ones.
Guys, I have to correct myself. I'm sorry.
Yes,
It's not
correct
going to be a
yourself.
film.
Okay. Is it going to be like a
no.
live TV performance?
It's
Please.
this is not why I saved this as news, and I was like, oh my God, this is exciting. She's going to play Jesus Christ in the Hollywood Bowl's upcoming production of Jesus Christ Superstar.
They probably just have mics. They don't even give you the fancy outfit.
Yeah.
Oh no. No fancy outfits?
Not
I
the
was like-
same.
I'm like, wait, that's so cool. I want a female Jesus.
No, yeah, it'd be so
Yeah,
cool.
that would be cool.
Dang. I actually found out that news from a meme that was like all these people like being like, I can't believe they're disrespecting my savior like this. And the top one goes, I thought everyone was calling Cynthia Erivo their savior. And I was like, yeah. And I was like, play.
Spider-Man 4 finally gets a release date.
Wait, the movie?
The movie, it's not.
Or is it just the Hollywood Bowl?
This one, I did read the full article on this, okay? I'm well informed. This one was coming out on July 31st in 2026. They don't have a title yet, and I think the script is basically done, but they're in like their last little like
Bold of
Googles
them to
about
be
it,
like,
yeah.
it's next summer, but we haven't filmed it and we don't have a title.
I'm excited. I think this is it's coming out before
Is it
So
still
it's
gonna be
Spider-Man
Tom?
4 right now is the name.
Is it Tom? Is it our Tommy boy? Is he still
Yeah.
in it?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
And Zendaya.
And Zendaya.
I don't know if
My
I
left.
think it's coming out. No. Because there's the Robert Downey Jr. Avengers Doomsday.
When is that
His
coming?
comeback.
I think it's coming out May 2026.
Oh, so right before this?
Yeah. And then the following year is the not Civil War, sorry. Secret Wars.
Oh, I remember when
Secret
Secret Wars was publishing
announced.
in comic book world. It was in I was in college.
Oh.
And all the Secret Wars were
shit.
happening. I remember that era. I didn't
But,
read any of them because there were too many comics all involved in Secret Wars, and it was so overwhelming. I was like, I don't want to read like 15 comics a week just to figure out what is happening in Secret Wars. Yeah, it was a lot of multiverse.
Yeah. But I was right. I guessed it and I was right, guys. Avengers Doomsday is coming out May 2026, and then Avengers Secret Wars is May 2027. Also, Aaron said, I heard a rumor that there will be a new love interest for Peter in Spider-Man 4, and I don't know how I feel about that. And I think I heard this rumor too.
I mean, if you
He
think
has a
about
lot
it
of-
story-wise, he'll probably have one before he gets back to her. You know,
Yeah.
like it's just going to happen.
Gwen
Yeah,
Stacy.
I could see that since she's
Yeah.
like forgotten him.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it would be hard to top that though, you know? It would be really hard for an actress to top Tom
Gwen
Holland
Stacy.
and Zendaya.
Oh, Zendaya. Yeah.
Yeah, like them together
Yeah,
and
well,
their
no, it's
chemistry.
just
I
a
feel like
stepping
that's like
stone.
such a terrible like
It's
job.
just a stepping stone. I bet it'll be like a friend situation, and then she'll get feelings for him, but he'll be like, I'm in love with her, but she doesn't know me, and it's like this really difficult
him
situation.
and Gwen Stacy.
Yeah.
Because, like, at the end of Spider-Man 3, you know, he goes over there to tell them, but he sees that they're so happy, so he's like, I'm just going to sacrifice them, and I'm not going to be happy.
And it's like one of those like depressed,
Yeah.
like,
You could
I'm
have
gonna
just flirted with her.
it's okay for me to just be alone because they're happy people.
Yeah. And I feel like we're going to see that line follow through into the new film.
Definitely.
Yeah. It was like the beginning of Spider-Man Toby when he's like, sad boy. No! When he's like, oh, she's with my best friend.
It's like black outfit dance. Down the
Yep.
street.
Spider-Man 3. In other news, Survivor comes back this week, and you know what that means? I will be promoting my book again. Attached to this, my Survivor rom-com.
I just finished it last night, by the way.
Oh my god, really?
Yeah,
Oh.
I made my whole family.
it.
So I have a family book club, and it was my mom's turn to pick, and I was like, "Mom, you need to pick this," because we grew up watching Survivor together.
Oh my god.
So we all, my sister, my mom, me, my sister-in-law, we all read it together.
Wait, did
I
you guys
finished
like
it last night.
I hope
I
you liked
loved it. I finished it in like 2 days. I was like addicted.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
My mom loved it too. So I can also help you. It was
God, thank
fantastic.
you.
Please read it. I gave it 5 stars.
Thank you so much.
I need more people to read it so I can talk about it.
Oh my god.
Like, I want another one. Do another a season with new characters.
I want to do another one so bad, but like, this one has to be like so much bigger for them to be like, yeah, do a sequel.
Fair.
It's got to go viral.
Someday. But yeah, the show's coming back, season 48.
Dang. Wow.
Guys, I actually sent in an audition tape for.
Yes! On the show. Wait, can you show us the audition?
I feel like maybe I could show the Patreon, but like it wasn't that great. It was one of those things where I was like feeling down on myself. I'm like, do something that like you've always wanted to do to make yourself feel like you've like accomplished something. And I'm just like afraid of being on Survivor, but I love the show so much. And so I was like, I'm doing it, even though it's like last minute. I feel like they're already casting 49. It said like, and they've already been casting for a while, but the fact that I just did it and then like maybe next time I'll do it again.
Yeah. Keep it up, girl.
Yeah. But anyway, if you read and loved Attached at the Hip, y'all, thank you so much. And a way that you can help any author, when you love their book, is to go review it wherever you devoured it, whether that be like Amazon, Audible, all those places. That goes for Voice of the Ocean. When you read it and love it, make sure you go leave a review because they're so helpful to
Also
authors.
pre-order.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
and
my God.
pre-ordering.
Pre-orders. Yeah. We've talked about this. Pre-ordering. Super, super helpful.
Yeah.
And there'll be a link in the show notes for Kelsey's book, Voice of the Ocean. So you can go pre-order that.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Do we have any other news, y'all?
No.
No.
Okay.
I was like, my whole brain went blank. I was like,
No.
she wasn't asking me, but oh my God.
All right. Well, we are about to roll into our main discussion. But before we do, we want to take a second and thank everyone out there listening. We appreciate you so much. And if you're not already, we'd love it if you followed the show for free in your favorite podcast listening app, whether that be Apple Podcasts or Spotify or Pocket Casts or something niche that we don't know about. It's super easy to hit the follow button so you never miss an episode, and it's free. And we're on YouTube. Every episode has a visual version on YouTube, youtube.com/@thosworkingfangirls. You can subscribe there for free so you never miss a visual episode. And of course, we are a viewer-supported podcast, and we have a Patreon. So at patreon.com/thosworkingfangirls, you can join our community there. And at the $5 level, you get the show ad-free. You get to come to recordings and be a part of the discussion in the chat. And you get our extra half-an-hour show with every single episode called Fangirl Tea Time, where we tell stories about that are a little bit more personal, dig into topics that are a little more
Oh my gosh.
personal.
Yes.
Wow. That was a whole other language.
Sold. She was speaking in tongues.
What happened? I say the spiel every week. But yeah, so it's a lot of fun over there. And if you want to try it out for a week, you can try out a 7-day free trial, see if you like it before you commit. And if you want to commit month to month, you can. If you want to commit for a year, you get a 16% discount. And we appreciate that very, very much because we don't have many sponsors here. We have y'all, and that's why we can do this. So thank you so much.
Yeah.
All right. So if you are a patron, we are going to roll right into the main discussion. If not, we will be right back after these messages. And we're back. Woo!
Oh my God.
Woo! All right. So first things first, we need to know your ACOTAR names. And an ACOTAR name means that, it's spelled a little differently. So if you look at it, it's a little hard to pronounce at first. But then you learn that it's just a regular name with a weird spelling. So what is your ACOTAR name, Natasha?
I just saw your name, by the way. It's sending me.
Wait, you both have the os at the end of your name. Now I feel like that's a thing. That's a bit I need to.
Okay, my name is Nazrin Parthenos. I
like
That's
it.
your own name. Nazrin. So, Nazrin, you're about to embark in this adventure.
Yes.
That's how you say your name. Okay.
Nazrin Parthenos.
Of Parthenos.
Parthenos
Okay.
is Greek. I had to go with a Greek last name.
Okay, nice.
Yes.
Kelsey, what is your name?
Oh God, I didn't know I was supposed to prepare.
Do you want me to go
a name.
first while you put this down?
I'm still
Okay.
Catherine
My name-
Cat.
No.
That's what every book girly is named. Cat.
She just doesn't belong.
Katniss.
Honestly, yeah, Katniss and Katza from
Katniss.
the one with the eyes, Graceling.
Or Cat from...
There was a cat, isn't there?
Fourth Wing?
Fourth
Cat
Wing,
from
yeah.
Fourth
There's
Wing.
cat
Yeah.
in Fourth Wing.
Cat. There is a cat everywhere you look. Cat from Fangirl. Shots just said.
There's so
Catherine.
many cats. Yeah, I was a terribly unoriginal teenager. I don't know much to change.
Wait, so is your name Cat?
No. You go first. I'll think about it.
Kyyti.
Oh my gosh.
All right, my name is Cresenia Bananos. Spell Cryssenia, and then Bananos.
Bananios.
Bananos.
Bananos.
Bananos. It's not a ño because I don't know Spanish.
Bananos.
Bananos.
Oh my gosh.
I like the inflection. Bananos.
You could say it that way.
Okay.
Okay,
Did I not spell my name weird enough?
I mean, I think it's Nazrin is weird. It's giving Nazrin, but you don't know her, so it doesn't count. And I like the double N for no reason.
Okay.
She spelled it Nasrin. Rynn.
Well,
Kelsey named herself Kelsey.
No. Wait for my turn.
Hit us.
All right. So I was put on the spot and I'm Googling fantasy K names. And
Wait, I
there's
had to
not
do
a
that last night.
and I didn't find any. I should have gone to Pinterest. But one of them that came up, it just said K names and it had Kesley, which is like Kelsey, but the S is in a different spot. And I
Okay,
thought
I
that
like
was
it.
quite funny, actually.
Wait,
So
what
I'm-
if it was
Kesley.
KSSLY?
Wait, yeah, there should be
and put,
more than
like, two
Kesley.
E's on the end.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, there you go. Kesley. Okay, there you go. So it's
No Y.
K-E-S-S-L-E-E. Kesley.
That's it.
There you
That's
go.
it. So many S's, so many E's.
And to continue the bit, it will be Impicciche.
Or Dangeronosos.
No, Dangerous. Dangeron. Impicciche.
Got it.
That is my name. Kesley Dangeron Impicciche.
We love it. We love it. All right. Kesley, Nazarene, and Cressinia. I can't say my own name.
Why does it exactly sound like ACOTAR suddenly?
We're about to go on an adventure.
We're the three sisters.
Oh my gosh!
Okay, listen.
Okay, wait, I don't want to get ahead. Sorry. I'm a bad D&D player. And
Listen, we can be three sisters, but listen, but you're going to be on your own separate ventures. Okay. So
Okay.
we live in a really wealthy manor household. We run it. Okay.
Wait,
And-
together or this is the separate?
Well, let's just pretend that we
All our
all are
houses
in
are
the
next.
same predicament, but we have to solve it separately. Okay.
We're like neighbors in
Yeah.
the same neighborhood
Okay.
in the States.
And we can be related, but we can't help each other out at this point. You're on your own. Okay. So, we've been cursed. We were at a masquerade ball, okay? And this evil bitch cursed us all, and everyone we know has a mask stuck to their fucking face.
Are we Tamlin? Are you saying that we're Tamlin?
So listen.
Wait, are we high fae?
We can transform, but when we transform, we are a horrifying beast. No!
I thought we were gonna be Feyre.
I think it's going to be interesting to look at this from a different point of view.
Bamboozled.
So, the first question I want to ask you is, like, we do have a transformation. We're horrifying beasts, but, like, what beast do you want to resemble in your beast form? And I'm
my
going to
God.
say ostrich. So I will be a horrifying ostrich beast
Man.
when I transform.
Why does an ostrich make so much sense for you?
It really, I can see it. You do give bird energy in a good way.
Thanks. I want to fly, but ostriches
Ostriches
can't
don't
fly.
fly.
I know it's the urge to fly, but it can't.
Oh no!
Oh gosh.
But I'm like
tragic
a dinosaur,
backstory.
so if that makes me happy. I love dinosaurs.
Go.
I really want to be a cat. Like,
You're gonna be a beastie cat.
Yeah.
yeah, I want to be
Fantastic.
what's the other?
But like, just
Jaguar.
remember, you walk on what you look like you can stand up. So
Oh, shit.
beastie.
Oh no.
But you could be
Everything's
a
terrible.
beastie cat.
I don't think there's
Like a
one good
jacked
answer
cat
at
that
all.
stands
A
up.
jacked ostrich.
I feel like I've seen that before.
Ugh. Oh my gosh. I think I would go with. Can I
Julia
go with the
Hermione
dragon?
after drinking polyjuice?
Jacked up Hermione after.
Wait, did you say want to be a jacked up standing dragon?
Yeah.
What? That's cheating.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
No mythical creatures.
No, yeah, you have to
Okay,
pick
okay.
a regular animal.
Oh dang. Okay. All right. Dang it. 'Cause I was like, I really
Been
like
eliminated.
dragon. Okay. Oh god. I don't know.
What
Maybe
other
like-
animals are there? Penguin.
I'm gonna be a panther.
Ooh, panther
Okay,
is a
standing
good one.
panther.
Okay. part of me is like, I guess wolf is so basic though. I was like gonna say like wolf, like kind of like a werewolf vibes.
Are you really gonna be a wolf and a cat, and I'm gonna be a fucking osh?
Do you want me to pick something that's more outlandish?
I like only can think of fantasy animals at this point. I'm like, I've never seen a real one in my life, apparently.
Do you want me to name some
my
animals?
favorite animal is the otter, so I'll just go otter, sadly.
Okay.
That makes me feel better. We're all
You're
different.
welcome.
I love the otter. Wait,
I love
Can
otters
I-
so much.
I think
You want to change?
I will change.
Okay.
We'll both be otters.
Beast otter, beast ostrich,
Beast otters.
What are
Can
you?
I be a kangaroo?
Oh my god, yes! Beast kangaroo!
Yeah, those legs.
Just turn to this like really
You
tall.
take Feyre and you put her in your pouch.
Oh my god. All right. We've got our animals. Okay, listen now. So you've been trying to break your curse for 50 years. To break it, you have to make someone fall in love with you, okay? And we've taken up all the single people in the land, and they've all died trying to fall in love with us or like
God.
hated us. So it like didn't work out.
Great.
50 times each. We're pretty
Oh, God.
fucking fed up. Okay?
dating in
We're
LA.
clearly doing something wrong. So we're like, we all have a best friend, and we're like, best friend, go venture out and find me a perfect match somewhere new. And their best friend leaves, never comes back. So this is scary. So we have to go after them. And we find out this human bitch murdered them. And we track her down, and we're like, fuck, wait. This is the perfect way to get a human to come to our world to fall in love with me, though, because I can
No,
blackmail
I would.
her.
I would have killed
I-
her on sight. You killed my bestie? Are you kidding?
You don't want to be a murderer.
I don't care.
Shots, that sounds like my life. What are you saying? Or maybe just the matchmaker part. Okay.
Oh,
Wait,
no.
Yes.
Because I'm hetero, can it be a man that killed my bestie?
I mean, it could.
Or is that making the
but-
gender roles weird?
It just makes it like you have to imagine that the sisters are the same but male if you want to do it that way.
We're just gender bend.
We can gender bend the whole thing. So
all
their
right,
names
all right.
Pharaoh, Nesto, and Eleno.
Hero.
Eleno.
Eleno.
I really like Eleno. Okay. So this bitch, Pharaoh.
Can we call him Fierro so I can imagine Johnny Bailey?
Yes! It's Jonathan Bailey as Fiero.
Fine.
We gotta make it more fun. We are Tamlin right now, and my best friend died.
Yeah.
Give me Jonathan Bailey.
Exactly.
Pharaoh. Fiero. So we are so mad at him, but we're like, wait, we can blackmail him into loving us because
you go.
we need to break our curse. We're sick
Yeah.
of wearing a mask 24/7. It doesn't match any of our outfits that we want to wear.
God, yeah.
All right. And everyone has to wear a mask and it sucks. And our magic is limited. So we need Fiero, but also we hate him. So we go to the house, right? And we knock on the door where she lives because we can smell him. And
Yeah.
there's two other boys in there and a nervous dad. How are we going to convince Fiero to come with us? Okay, and you're in your beast form, so you're a really scary otter and kangaroo, and I am an ostrich. We knocked on the door, and you're mad.
Oh my god.
But you need them to come with you. What is your tactic
Oh my god.
to get Fiero?
I'm gonna pick him up and put him in my pouch.
You so force?
Pouch him.
Force.
Force.
No.
All right.
No.
You
it-
need to
it-
break your curse, though.
No,
Is that-
it's not. It's not actually force. It's
Okay.
I'm gonna give him two options. Either he has to come with me by force because he has no other option,
Yeah.
or he comes with me willingly because I'm gonna make him feel bad about killing my brother in arms or my sister in arms.
Your
Is
sister in arms if we gender bend this.
We're gender bending the whole thing. Okay. And then he's going to be like,
right.
oh, no, I killed a woman. I had no idea. I'm like, see? So guess what? Got to come with me. And then I put him in my pouch.
The dad's like, no. What do you do?
Here's
You just grab him.
money.
We are rich. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it.
Here's money out of your kangaroo pouch.
She's got a lot in there, okay?
I'm like a niffler.
All right.
That's a good one.
I feel like I would be like, let's sit down and talk. And I'll be like,
In your ostrich voice?
Yes. Well, you could still talk in your beast form. He'll just be like, let's sit down and talk. But like scary.
You're having like a chat.
And I'll be like, I'm going to make us a special tea. And then I will make everyone tea, but actually I will make
drugging them.
Wow.
I'm just going to make everyone fall asleep. And then I will take him and tie him to my back. And then we'll run to the border. And then I'll fall asleep with him next to me. And I'll be like, oh my God, I don't know what happened.
He falls
wake
asleep.
up.
You like put his arm over. You're like, oh no.
I'll just be like, wait, how did we get here? And I'll be like, who are you?
What's
And I'll be
happening?
like, I don't know. Who are you?
Whoa, this just happened. We're both escapees.
Because
You're
he
gonna lie to him?
He thinks that I was an ostrich. He doesn't know what I look like in my form. And I'll be like, why are you wearing a mask? I'll be like,
Oh.
I don't know, but I do know where I live. And you can come stay with me for a while.
Wow. We're just
So okay,
full
so
deception.
you girl bossed, you gaslit, so I'm gonna gatekeep.
I feel this is the best tactic to start our relationship.
Nothing can go wrong. Oh my god.
Kelsey,
Your
what's
relationship
your
starts on lies.
I have a mission. I have to free my people.
Stay toxic, queens.
Kelsey,
God.
what are you gonna do?
Oh my gosh. I'm gonna like, I don't know. I think I would either resort to bribery or like to challenge this man and be like,
Oh.
bet you can't.
Oh.
Like you must
A
do
dance
this. Yeah, like you must enter my, realm for this many days and do this in order to like work off your debt,
Your murder.
to me and the murder. So I'll like offer him a path of redemption.
Okay.
That caters to male ego. So man's like, yeah, I'll do that.
I like it. What about the sisters when they say no?
Like I said, I'll also throw money at it.
Yeah.
But they're brothers, okay? They get it. They're like, man needs to do what he needs to do.
Yeah.
Once I give them money, they're like, best of luck.
Nesto is just like, I'll take him.
I also maybe I take out my like otter rock from my pouch and like smack the wall. Because they have little rocks that they keep as
Yes,
tools.
they love their rocks.
I love otters. I was like, just a little cheeky threat of violence. Nothing actually happens.
Okay.
Keep them on their toes.
So he's gonna come willingly, basically. Then.
In theory, but it's not real. Like I'll make him an offer he can't refuse in a sense.
Yeah.
But he will like walk with me. I will have to
Okay.
kidnap him, I
Yeah.
don't think.
I like Kesley's option so far. I think that's the best one.
I think my option's great. Christenia basically has a fresh start.
Actually, I feel like in terms of romance, you will probably get there quicker, but gosh, will it be hard to come back from?
Yeah.
I'm not coming back from anything. They'll never know. I'm sneaky.
You're never going to go beast form around him ever again.
No, he won't realize because I'll be like, all my people are like this.
I also
You
have
must
to
have
remember
seen my sister.
I I had to remember that Tamlin doesn't get the girl in this, so like we're not getting Fiyero in this.
Oh my God, you're right. We're the Tamlin.
Listen, you're getting ahead of yourself.
Listen, okay, if we would make different decisions in book 2, maybe he would stay with us.
Listen, so you get to your castle. Okay.
Can I amend mine first of all?
What do you mean? How? In what way?
The options are that if someone kills someone's best friend in my world, that they have to amend it by a marriage
Giving their
of
own
convenience.
Oh. Well, you can tell him that.
That's so good.
You can tell him that, even though it's not true, so it's a lie.
Exactly.
Like, because you murdered you could lie and say it's not your friend, that it was your fiance, so they have to marry you.
But that doesn't count as falling in love, so you won't be breaking the curse until he falls in love with you.
But you're
that's
already
fine.
Forced marriage, forced proximity, baby, it's right there.
Yeah.
All right.
Only a matter of time.
You bring him to your castle, right? And you set out this like outfit for him to wear, and he's like, I don't like wearing this.
Wait, what does it look like?
Why
That's
would I have
so
to wear
typical
a suit
man.
to dinner?
You're like, come on, I bought you this. Please just wear it.
And
It's
so he
cute.
comes down being like pulling out his suit, and you're sitting down with this like huge feast in front of you, and you're like so excited because you're like, oh my God, he's hot, and I got him here, and it's time to break the curse. And he sits down, and he's just like stiff, and he won't touch any of the food. How are you dealing with this?
I feel like I would like be like, hey, hard day.
I'd be like, yeah, you
try to,
stole me from my home and everything I know.
Well, I had my friend killed, so we are all having a bad time.
It was an accident.
Did
you not hear me?
Accidentally murder people. You definitely meant to murder this. Also, why are we role playing it? I love
It's full D&D.
How we do.
We're like, now we're D&D. Oh my God, I love it. Yeah, I think I would try to have like a little bit of a conversation. Try to
Ease him in.
Yeah, just be like, oh, I'm just like every other hot fae girl. Okay, just try to make ends meet and.
But why am I here?
Well, I already explained that because he has to come back to work off his debt to me.
Yeah, but like, what do you want me to do here? Like, why am I wearing a suit?
Do you want to wear something else?
Yes, my rags.
I hate when
like,
characters do that.
Look at this opulence.
I would love it. I
You've been
would love getting like.
starving for years.
I would literally love that. Every time a character does that, I'd be like, that ain't me. Give me free clothes that are super cute and magical. I'm wearing them immediately. I might still not like you, but I would wear them.
They're so comfortable.
Dang, these uncomfortable clothes.
When they probably smell and threadbare. And they haven't
Natasha,
been washed.
They
What are
literally
you gonna
probably
say?
are giving her like rashes. They're so dirty. Like
Oh,
I
yeah.
feel like that's like not healthy.
Yeah. Oh God, what would I say? For some reason, my mind, like, if he's just sitting there like pouting, ew.
Immediate ick. She's done as well.
Like,
Curse
well,
remains.
this isn't gonna work. I'd be like,
But you need to break the curse. Yeah. We got to think of the objective.
the objective is hard.
I know. That's what makes the plot.
I guess I would ask him some questions about himself.
Put him at ease.
Put him at ease.
Yeah, what questions would you ask?
What's
I'll
your
be-
favorite month of the year?
There you go.
Why would I tell you my favorite month of the year? That's personal.
Okay, why were you out in the woods? Why were you hunting? Why'd you kill my best friend?
We're starving, and that your friend looked like a big blob of meat. He was dressed as a moose.
My friend was dressed as a mouse.
Well, have you ever thought about what it means to killing innocents?
Have you?
I didn't kill anyone.
I'm sure you have in your life.
Nope.
So, this is a moot point.
Bold of you to assume.
You're kind
Yeah,
of they're
anyone.
known killers.
I'm a baby. I'm just a girl.
Just a girl.
I'm baby girl. I have never.
You stole me from my home. No matter what you say, mine was an accident. Yours was purposeful.
What would you tell him?
Me? Well, I'd be like, oh my God, do you think they're poisoning us?
Oh yeah, because
Oh my God, I forgot.
you're still doing the bit where you didn't kidnap him.
So, like, how does this work, Ksenia? Like,
Well,
so are you?
You just get away with
what
it
I'm
the
gonna
whole
do,
time.
Actually, I'm gonna tell the person that I'm secretly. I'm gonna tell my like manservants that we're going along with a bit where like you brought us in here to like house us and help us because or else we're gonna die, and I don't know what's gonna happen, but like they said that they'll help us or else we're gonna die because we're in Fae territory, and then I'll be like doing the prisoner thing too. I'll be like, I'm just here with you for now, and like I don't know, but like maybe we should eat or we'll die.
You don't think this man's gonna like run around the house trying to figure this mystery out?
Well, I'll run around
He's
with
the main
him.
character of a story.
I'll be with him.
Are you not gonna be in like your main bedroom then?
I'll just be in one of the other million bedrooms, and then eventually I will be like, so I have risen to head of household from doing really good at my chores.
I feel like he's gonna sniff out the line.
well, by that time we'll be in love, so it doesn't matter.
You're like, it's like when you play mermaids with someone and everything you go, well, I want to be, like magic. And you're like, well, your magic sucks, but my magic's really good and it always works. That's what's happening right now. Not fair, Christine.
All right. Well, okay. I'll change my story. I'll make it more plausible. So we get to I'll be like, my house is over here. And I'm actually like, and I don't know what happened to us in the forest, but like I have a big house and you can stay with me. And then what will happen is if like we'll kind of just hang out for a bit.
Sure.
And he'll be like, well, I need to go home. And then will become the problem of he's not allowed to go home. And that's the problem we're all going to face now. So he's going to try to start escaping. See, this is the thing. When you think about this from Tamlin's perspective, it's kind of like,
It's true.
He did have a hard curse to break without being a dick.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty desperate.
So like when he starts trying to escape, what are you gonna do?
I feel like my story that he's gonna try to like come in and assassinate me.
He's trying to kill you in your sleep, like
Yeah, Mr. Fierro is gonna like try to
Your
figure out the
husband.
best way. My husband's gonna try to figure out the best way to assassinate me because there's gonna be like a magic thing on the house where like if he leaves, he turns into like an animal, and the only way
like a tiny, minuscule one, like
And,
a mice.
and the only way for him to like actually be himself is that if he comes back over the border of the estate.
Yeah. That's funny.
Yeah, I feel like I will put. I think maybe when he's asleep, I'll put like a little electric thing in him so that like, and there's an electric fence around my kingdom. So if he can't pass without being electrocuted.
Why didn't Tamlin think of
Fence
this?
him in like a dog.
Wow.
I'm an ostrich, so
I think I would
I'm
like
desperate.
let him. But I would drop hints of like as a bit. I'd be like I'd let him over here, maybe in like something about a certain area, like a certain path to get home, because I don't think
It's, like,
I would have
deadly.
blindfolded him. Yeah, and he would run into like monsters and crap, and I'd have to go rescue him, a la Beauty and the Beast. And suddenly he's like, wait,
wait, I have a
you
complex
rescued me.
now.
But like I may or may not have sent him to like the worst path. But listen, okay, if he would have gone through it, I'd just let it happen.
All right.
It's not my fault he got into danger. I didn't send him there.
You have to take him on like a date to be like to really try to win him over because he's trying to escape all the time. Like, what are you gonna do? Yeah, or kill you because you're their captor, no matter how we slice it. But you need them to fall in love with you, and this is annoying. Like, stop trying to escape. We're here to fall in love with me. What will you do to try to really woo them?
I'm a woman. I don't tend to try to woo anyone.
I agree with that.
I come in strong with like a little flirt at the beginning, and then I see what happens.
This is why you haven't broken your curse yet.
Probably.
Cecily. What is your name again?
Kesley. Listen, it's probably right. Listen, it's not necessarily gender double standards. I don't like. I'm not saying he has to. I'm just saying I normally start it up and then see what happens.
See, Tamlin had a rough go here.
Tamlin, you know, are you a Tamlin apologist? Is this why
now
we're going
I feel
through
like
this?
I am. Now that I wrote this up, I was like, wow, this is hard. How do we win?
I don't know. What would you guys do?
I feel like here's the thing. I like to put myself in this. The reason why I did the marriage of convenience thing is because like we're gonna have like rooms next to each other. He's gonna try to like kill me in the night, and I'm gonna like be too strong for him to kill me. And like, you know, we'll do a little
wake up and strangle him back?
Tug and wrestle on the bed while I'm like scantily clothed.
You'll have some like close calls with the sexy scenes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes. A little knife to the throat, but your faces are right in front of each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're like sweating as like our
Did
eyes
you morph?
locked.
Did you morph while he was getting you mad? And
Yeah,
you were
probably
like
because I had to like shoot him off of me with my legs.
He like hit the ceiling and
breaks his neck, dead. Story over.
I did it in a gentle way.
Story over. That's how she's lost a lot of suitors over the years.
Those dang kangaroo legs.
I feel like one evening, you know, he's probably tried, you know, come in and kill me like a few times now, but then like one evening he hears some sounds or something coming from my room that sound like distressing. And
well, you're having
like,
a bad dream.
My wife.
Yes.
Yes, it's the bad nightmare.
It's the bad nightmare trope.
Oh, yes. I love them.
And he wanted to comfort you.
Wait, my book has that one.
I love that trope.
I love
it. Favorite. And yeah, he's got to like come in, like comfort me and like wake me up. But of course, you know, I transform into kangaroo beast girl, and he's like, calm down, calm down, calm down. And then I transform back in, but I'm naked.
Whoa.
And I'm like, get out of here.
And you're so hot. You're so hot.
Yeah. And now
and he's like,
I'm mad at him. And so the next morning I
but
wake
he's
up
like, wow, she was so hot. I look at her
Yeah.
differently now.
Yeah. And
now
the
it's
next
like
morning,
brunch and you're like,
yeah, don't look at me.
I can't believe you saw me naked. This is
you
not
saw my
all
hot
a manipulative
fake body.
ploy.
I'm
It's
embarrassed.
so hot and wonderful.
And then he's going to be like, so why were you having those bad dreams? And then I'm going to tell him, I'm like,
Trauma.
Let me bring you somewhere. And I have to bring him to like a part of my lore and kind of like bring him into what has made me me, you know?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
we go to like, let's say, we go to my parents' graves.
A classic.
And we go there and I kind of explain a little bit of my lore. And then now he's softening towards me.
Yeah. Okay. All right. All right. I figured out what I'm going to do.
Your date's like just telling, like having like you having a bad time and him getting to like take care of you.
So I told him
great date.
I lived here, right? And like he's staying with me, he's trying to escape. And I'm going to be like, let me take you to my favorite spot in nature. And I'm going to take you to that fancy lake that Tamlin takes to Feyre with like it's like star It's like a starborn lake.
Yeah, interesting.
And I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna sit him down with like a little picnic, and I'm gonna be like, so what was your childhood like? And like, tell me about how you grew up, and like, just get him to spill everything to me in like a very gentle way, and then we'll take a swim, and I'll turn into my ostrich form, and I'll be like, this is me. And I was bullied as a kid because I'm an ostrich. And like, he will be upset because he's like, wait a minute, I recognize you from coming to our house. And I'll be like, yeah, I have a lot of trauma, so it was hard for me to tell you the truth at the beginning, but now I'm having feelings for you. Oh. And we have very similar childhood experiences with your experience being bullied by your brothers.
There you go.
And then he's going to start to trust me.
Oh.
Yeah.
He's going to fully get over the whole deception at the beginning that you just revealed right here. Because you're like,
because he'll be like, oh, she was really honest with me and told me about what happened.
Sure.
It's a whole, because you have to be dishonest to be honest in this way where it makes a big impact.
You heard it here first, folks. You gotta be dishonest to be really honest and make an impact.
So like he's not gonna be like icked out that like he had to ride on your back as an ostrich.
He doesn't know yet.
Wait, I thought you said you had. Yeah,
he was drugged. No, he won't know that like he rode on my back, but just that I brought him. I wouldn't tell him about that part.
Perfect.
Wait, Kelsey, what was your mode of transportation of Fiero?
He just walked.
Oh, just like maybe just like across the back, or like a fireman carry kind of vibe. Just
fireman carry,
like a giant otter, like
waddling.
No, actually, no. I think originally I just like kind of like bullied him into it, so he just followed behind me. I think we just like walked together
with a rope.
Yeah. Does he have?
No, I think he walked. Because I was like, to pay off your debt, you should do this, and he was like, okay, I'll do it. So like, I think he just came on his own free will.
And he didn't try to escape.
I needed to. If maybe he got tired, I like otter. Giant otter. Like I feel like that's how they walk. They're like
yeah, they're all like slithery.
All right. So. They caught a cereal when you were home working, okay? And you find out about this.
Wait,
and you're like,
Kelsey didn't explain.
I didn't have a date, but I got too nervous. I didn't want to say it anyway.
Tell us your date.
I don't think I have one in mind. Okay, I'm trying to think of like my favorite trope or something. Okay, we go. So part of his working off his debt or something is that we got to go. Like I'm gonna show him to town. Or something. Okay. So we're gonna show him like my beautiful town with all my friends. And
does everybody cool stop people. You and we're like, "Hey, Kelsey."
Yeah, exactly. They'll be like, they'll all like me, Kesley. They'll be like, "Okay, Kesley, like she's our our Fae lady, and she's a great gal." And they're gonna all talk me up to him while we're in town, and I'm gonna show him how beautiful the town is. Maybe there's like a festival that night, and it's like it's romantic.
The one where you have to have sex with a random person.
It's not that one. I'm gonna play him the fiddle. No fiddle. I can't play the fiddle anyway. But anyway, we'll go into town and we'll have like a nice little day out where I like share my culture with him and I ask him about like his growing up and stuff like that. And then at night there is a thunderstorm. There's a storm that rolls in. It is terrible, and we can't make it back home, so we have to go to an inn.
Oh my god! There's
only one bed. And we have to stay the night in the inn. And maybe I'm like, when we're laying in the bed, I'm like, do you mind holding my hand? It's part of my culture. As an otter.
Part of my culture.
Because otters sleep holding hands so they don't get separated.
Wait, that's so cute. I thought you just made it up, but it's real.
That's a little otter lore for you. Because they're sleeping in water, they're floating. So in order to not float apart, they hold hands to sleep. Isn't that cute?
Wait, are you scared of the thunderstorm? Like, is this one of your like weaknesses?
Yes, it's my fear is thunderstorms. So I holds my hand and through the storm. It's very romantic, and Fiero and I awake, embraced, and we're like, oh no. This wasn't what I intended at all from this trip. And that was my date.
Okay, so they're starting to trust us. Okay, we've got our Fieros, like
right
kind
where we
of
want them.
where we want them. It's starting to feel like romance. Okay, but then we find out that while we were working, they went and caught a surreal, and they asked it questions, and we don't know what questions it asked. So we go after them because we're also like, they could kill themselves doing that. What are they thinking? We need them. We're falling in love. So we find the surreal, but our lover, Fiero, has already escaped. So we are going to ask the surreal 3 questions. What 3 questions are you going to ask to help you lock down Fiero long term?
I don't know. If I'm with the surreal, I just want to have a gab. Like, I want to have a moment with my surreal. So I'd be like, do you think he likes me? No, but that wouldn't be one of my questions. I feel like I would try to ask. I'd probably try to ask, like, you know, like the kind of things like, you know, am I going down the right path with this person? Like, is this the right person, or should I go find someone else? I think I would ask, like, how do I break, like, what should I do to break my curse? Maybe. I feel like I already know, but like maybe the surreal has some insight, some extra insight.
Wait, yeah. Is there any rhyme or reason to the questions we asked them?
Yeah.
Do they have to be like yes or no? No, right? I don't think she asked.
Yeah,
yes
it's
or no
been
questions.
a second.
I don't
Yeah.
remember. I tried looking it up last night and I couldn't, like.
I feel like, doesn't she ask if like Tamlin is her person or something?
Or so, I think she asked something about like what should she do to stay safe or something, and she said like stay with the High Lord, he'll keep you
Stay
safe
with
or something.
Tamlin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stay
The
with
High
the High
Lord,
Lord.
not Tamlin. And she assumes it means Tamlin.
Yeah, I just remember the stay with the High Lord, you will be safe, but I don't remember the question. I remember the answer.
Yeah. Maybe she asked something about her family's safety or something. I can't remember.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think I'd be like, will he fall in love with me?
Yeah.
Or something, because that's
Am I
the biggest
barking up the
concern.
wrong hill? That's not the thing.
And then like, what's his greatest weakness?
Oh.
And then maybe what's his greatest strength, so that I know for my own gaslighting purposes this curse breaking
Keep it up, girl.
adventure.
I love it.
So Natasha, did you want to ask anything?
I guess I want to. Well, my biggest concern at this point
Yes.
is if I'm gonna die in like a few days or be taken as prisoner, and like it's like everything's up to me, and so of course I'm like, how do I beat Amarantha? Right?
Honestly, that was the right question. That was a good question.
Like, just in case Fiero doesn't fall in love with me, I guess I would be like, how would I beat Amarantha in that? And then my second question would be like, how do I soften Fiero towards me quickly? Maybe.
All right. Well, so you get back and like Fiero's kind of like still into you. So it's feeling good. And then you get really bad news. Well, you guys like make out a little bit. And then you get really bad news that they're not safe anymore here, that like Aramantha's coming. And you start to care about them and like maybe love them. And you're like, you have to leave. Sorry. I'm sending you back to your house. And he's like, wait, but I love you. And then you're like, and the mask falls off. But but you're like, this is tragic because I have to send him away because I love him too and I care about his safety, right?
Yeah.
You send him away, but then you miss him like 2 days later and Aramantha hasn't kidnapped you yet. So you go to visit him, right? And you're like, you know what? We love each other. It's time to get to know his family. This is my family visit. And you have
We're
to
going
win.
to hometowns, baby.
Yeah. You have to win over Nesto and Eleno. What's your plan to make them like you?
Oh God.
I have one if you want me to start.
Yeah, you
but
start.
I heard that Nesto loves to dance, so I push all the furniture to the side and I'm
play
like,
your fiddle.
well, I would play a little bit, but then I'll be like, I know a dance that we can do together, and then we'll teach the dance, and then we'll all do choreography together, and it'll be so fun.
I love that.
Very fun.
Well, I feel like they don't hate me. I've paid them money a couple times. I feel like they can't, like,
They're scared of you, I think, more than
they're scared of me. Yeah. Fair. I go to check in. I bring my hot friend.
Yes.
with eye patch.
Lucia. And I introduced Lucia to the gang and try to get, because Lucia's nicer and didn't threaten them. So Lucia's gonna like try to, I bring a friend.
You're all into the talking you up thing, yeah.
Yeah, I'm really into other people talking. Listen, like, I feel like no one takes your own word for it when you're trying to say that I'm a good person. But yeah, no, like, it's, one of those things where, like, when you try to go on, you really like someone, so you like bring a friend to like go on a date with the friend. Like, that's kind of what the vibes are. So I bring my friend to kind of like make it all like a group hang.
Yeah, it's not as formal anymore.
Not as formal anymore. And maybe I cook them a very fancy meal for them.
Oh, you know how to cook? With all your cooks?
I can kind of cook.
Like the high lady can cook.
The high lady?
She can figure it out. I do something. Listen, maybe I do. Maybe I did it with my mother growing up.
Maybe. I was an otter.
I don't know. I make like a nice gesture that like kind of puts me beneath them a little bit, and like like makes me try to
endears you to them.
Yeah. And I and they can see that Fierro was well taken care of while he was gone, and I took care of them while they were gone. I feel like it's gonna work out.
Yeah. All right, Natasha, what are you gonna do to ruin over Nesto?
So when I asked the cereal how to soften Fierro to me more, he said, or the cereal, I don't know, yeah, doesn't have a gender. They said, give the gifts that Eleno and Nesto want most.
There you go.
And
Giving. Love language.
A gift.
And explains to me exactly like what they are seeking. And so like I kind of turn into like a Galadriel type thing as I send the hobbits off. And I have special elven gifts, fae gifts for them as I visit their family, and I explain exactly like how they these gifts maybe imbue the important parts of their personality, and how I think they are special in this way, and that's kind of where I start.
I like that.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. I mean, who doesn't want a magic fairy gift?
Exactly.
All right. So you have a great time. They like you. You leave. On the way out, you get kidnapped by Aramantha, and you realize that you still don't have your full power. So the curse isn't fully broken, because I think is
Fierro with us, or did we get captured together?
No, we left him. We were just visiting. He's still not safe. Okay. And we get kidnapped, and we realize we still don't have full power, because it takes not just the act of saying that you love each other, but like an act of true love to fully break the curse. So we're like, fuck, we look cute again, but we're still not powerful enough to defeat her. This sucks. And you get taken under the mountain and tortured. And then like weeks later, Fierro shows up there, and you're like, fuck, I was trying to protect you. And you have to watch him talk to this other hot girl who was your nemesis in high school. Just over and over again. While you have to pretend to be with Aramantha, because that's how she will not hurt Fierro, because she thinks you might love him. So you're trying to protect her in that way where you're doing nothing, and you see this girl being like, I'm actually protecting you over and over again, and it's like torture. But but and toward the end, Fiyero dies, and you have to, yeah. But like you realize that that he dies after you guys gang up and kill the lady.
Oh, okay.
Like it all happens at once. They die, and the lady Aramantha dies. But you realize that you could save them if you tell everyone to put a drop of power inside of them. So you
All
do.
the little nuggets.
Yeah, you save Fiyero, and he comes back to life, and he's like all not into you anymore. And you're like, what's happening? Maybe they're just going through something because they almost died. So you give them some space for like a day while you're still in the caves, but you're like, we're going home now, right? And he's like all about it. You're like, what's going on? And then you go back home, and Fiero's being like really distant and like having nightmares, and you're having nightmares too, but you're like, hello, why aren't you cuddling with me?
Yeah.
I would be fully. I would be immediately like, do you still love me? Do you still every 5 seconds?
Yeah.
But like, you're like,
we
we're
still
gonna get married, right? I've been planning a wedding for us.
I'm already married.
Okay. But you haven't had your ceremony.
That's
You had like
true. You guys are already.
you haven't had your big party, okay? Like you haven't had your ceremony. You've just gotten married at the courthouse, but you want to have a big event now that everyone's free.
The
from
celebration,
Aramantha.
yeah. Sure.
Okay. Anyway, so this is where we're leading, okay? We are walking down the aisle, right? And he's at the end, but he's not looking at us. He's looking at someone behind us. And we're like, what the fuck? I look gorgeous. This is my wedding day. And you realize that hot girl is standing behind you.
Oh.
Okay. And
Literally, I'd be like, boy, bye. I would
Yeah.
literally, if this man was gonna walk away from me at my wedding, I would be like, take him. If a man wants to walk away from me, he can. Goodbye. Goodbye. Thank you. Next. I've already had my curse lifted. I'm good to go. I can get someone like hot and Faye now. You're like gonna die in a second. Goodbye. Bye.
Wait, Fiyero is Faye at this point.
yeah,
Crap.
it's Faye.
I've been doing my ex for the rest of eternity.
But anyway, yeah, basically this woman just kind of like walks around you because you're shocked and you're stopped moving. And then she goes up to Fiyero and she's like, you should come with me. And he does. So what do you do in this moment where he's like actually pondering going with her?
No, I just let him go, and then I take all his stuff and I burn it.
Yes.
You can't come back. You're gone.
Yeah, basically this is like horrible.
And I go cry like for like months.
But then you find out that from her point of view, Fiyero, his point of view, you've been like overbearing and controlling and forcing him to get married.
I'm traumatized.
Like this is just like, and you were like getting angry when he was being so aloof and like weird with you, but you didn't see it as a big deal. But in reality, you were having these like anger outbursts, and no one explained it really to you. But you kind of knew.
Didn't have a good conversation.
You never really talked it through, and you thought it was like okay.
Communication issues.
Yeah.
Well, and like we kind of forced him into things.
The
and
situation.
Yeah, at a certain point, you gotta just.
Yeah.
I think I would be extremely upset and angry and hurt at that point.
At the wedding.
At the wedding, and I'd be like, leave, don't come back, I don't want to see your face here ever again.
Oh, me too.
I think.
Do you know how much I've done for you?
I'd be like, this dress, I worked so hard to get.
I had your suit made for you. But I feel like eventually I'd feel like, wow, I was an asshole and I now see the error of my ways. I want to go apologize, and I would like pop over the night court and I would be like, I want to be friends. And I'd try to be part of their
Never
club.
go to the night court. Are you kidding?
I'd really want to like indoctrinate myself to their friend group. and then like just maybe hit on Cassian eventually.
Respect. Cassia.
Cassia.
It's all
No,
gender
Cassia.
bent.
He's not gender bent. Cassian.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
No.
He's just him.
Listen though, like let's be real, okay? If they're gender bent or not, if there's a restand in the universe, male or female, I'd be like, step aside. What about me?
Well, that's the
We could be
nemesis.
real enemies to lovers.
Wait, what if you were at the wedding, right? And they were behind you and you were looking at Fierro and you were like, wait, you know what? And you turn around to Nemesis and you're like, actually, I think we
Take me.
belong together.
I'll be like, take me instead. Listen, okay? Listen. Male, female, it's the same type. Dark hair. like confident. Just be like,
Yeah. Natasha, what do you think you do?
Well, here's my situation.
Mm-hmm.
We're
you guys are
married.
Yeah. You're married, so you're going to be extra upset.
I'm gonna be
Yeah.
extra upset.
Like you missed your deadline.
Yeah.
Speak now.
too late. We're actually already married.
We but here's the thing. I'm gonna have a mating bond snap with somebody else.
Oh, plot twist.
Yeah.
Love it.
But
So you get your happy ending.
His
So, like-
brother.
Oh God. Yeah. Nesto.
Nesto.
You realize that
Oh,
all along you had
Eleno.
already snapped with
that was
Eleno.
It's
the
Eleno.
joke I was setting up. Because of the fan theory that
Yeah.
Tamlin and Elaine
Yeah.
put together.
So, well, because I would smell the mating bond between Rysandra and Fierro
Yeah.
at that point.
Yeah.
And then, like, in that time, as I'm walking down the aisle, his family's there, right? Because I've already made that connection with the Fae gifts, and then I would kind of feel like a sprinkling of like little threads as they like lead me to Eleno.
And then you'd
And
be like,
that's-
just get up here. Let's get married instead.
Yeah.
Like,
That would be bad.
do you want to be a high phase?
How do I make you a Fae?
Yeah. It's all
Book
kind
two.
of, it's all upsetting. Like Tamlin had like a bad.
Listen,
bad
I'm totally
arc.
team. Yeah, I'm totally team like Tamlin had a rough go.
Yeah.
It's literally in book 2, the choices he made and the things that he says, that makes me hate him.
No, in book 2, he's horrifying.
Yeah.
But at the
Like-
same time, he's like really fucked up. He needs some therapy.
Yeah. He probably could have talked to like Feyre at any point to have like a full honest conversation about how they were feeling after the mountain.
Yeah. They never
What?
talked.
Nope.
Because he was raised to be like super conservative, is what it feels like.
He was raised to think of women as like not being able to be equal Fey-wise,
Yeah.
like ruler-wise.
He needs a Fae therapist.
Yeah.
He needs
Just
some-
Tamlin in therapy.
Some rehabilitation there. But like I could see how 50 years of this curse could really intensify all of the bad things about him.
Oh, yeah. I mean, if I was stuck with a curse for 50 years, I would be probably fairly, and I'm old as heck, I'd probably be also fairly selfish.
Yeah.
I think anyone could be.
Yeah, I mean Rysand was stuck under the mountain for 50 years. But I guess he does have some problematic qualities.
He
that
does.
He's dealing
No
with
one's
them.
perfect.
No one's perfect. All right. Well, that was our ACOTAR adventure.
Wow.
So like, well,
It was a fun time.
I really feel like I have to sit with myself after.
The choices I've made.
It's all just fiction. So it's fine. It's fine. But we're going to wrap up this discussion with a Merry Kiss Cliff. All right, Merry Kiss Cliff, y'all. Beast form of Tamlin. He's stuck in it. cereal or Tamlin's fiddle?
Wait. Beast Tamlin, cereal, or
So you gave
Tamlin's?
us an animal, like a half dead person in an inanimate object. It's like,
Yeah.
Wow, these options.
I'm marrying that
good.
fiddle. I'm going to learn to play it.
Oh my god.
I'm going to kiss Tamlin Beast and push the cereal off the cliff. The cereal is so weird and scary.
I would marry the cereal. I'm a big cereal fan girl. I have like a little figurine of the cereal with a teacup on my book.
Oh my gosh.
I'd marry the cereal. I would kiss the fiddle, and I would yeet the beast.
Wow.
I'm not
the
into
fiddle.
monster romance. No,
I
it's not for me.
Natasha is.
I'm so happy for you.
I'm gonna marry Beast Tamlin because yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I love Beauty and the Beast for many reasons. I'm gonna kiss the cereal because I want the tea. I need I need some answers. And it's gonna help me along my way with dealing with Beast Tamlin as my husband. And the Tamlin's fiddle. I hate that fucking thing.
That just
fiddle?
benefits you as being married to Beast's husband. You will yeet his fiddle, and you will never have to.
Yeah.
I love fiddle.
I'm sorry. Every time I have the image of Tamlin doing the fiddle in the fiddle scene, it's fucking icky. Like,
I think I would be dancing around if he was fiddling.
it's an icky scene.
I think that's his funnest scene.
It's dumb.
He's just having fun. You're shaming him for his passions. Fiddling. All
I
right.
want to find the fiddle scene. Hold on.
Well, while you look, before we let Kelsey go, Kessel, damn it, Kelsey.
No.
Kesley.
Kesley.
We can let Kesley go. She's
Kesley.
lived through enough.
Kesley/cat.
/cat.
We're letting her go. But Kelsey, we want to talk a little bit about Voice of the Ocean. It's coming out in 2 months. Which is a little less than 2 months. A little less than 2 months, which is wild. What has been the best part of the book writing process for
Wait,
you? You found it?
Hold on. No, I mean, I'm not going to talk about it now. But
Okay.
did Kelsey give us the elevator pitch?
She did. She kind of
you
didn't fully give it to us. Yeah, we
didn't
need to
give
know
the
the elevator
elevator
pitch, and then you could tell us.
Oh my god, I feel like I'm terrible at the elevator.
But
pitch,
well,
I'm gonna
now
do
you
my
can
best.
practice for when the book comes out. You'll be having to say it all the time.
I know, the problem I think is that I do it different every time, and that's like probably sometimes I'm like in the mood to share different things. But so Voice of the Ocean is a fantasy romance young adult novel that is a retelling of The Little Mermaid, and it kind of meets Pirates of the Caribbean. So if you're a fan of both of those things, you'll probably be interested. Our main character Celeste is a siren princess who has big emotions, so she doesn't feel like she belongs in the cutthroat world of the sirens. And our main love interest is like a forbidden romance. She's forbidden for going to the surface and being too curious about the humans. But the book does follow a little bit of The Little Mermaid, but takes a lot of twists and turns and changes, which I find way fun. So you might know the story, but you don't know this story. I'll say that.
Very excited to read and
Yeah.
finish because I've only gotten a few chapters in, but
Is it like I was
It's
trying?
very-
Is it like new adult romance, young adult? Like where
Young adult.
young
So,
adult?
Yeah, Celeste is 17 years old,
Mhm.
and Raiden is probably like in his like 19, 20
All
area.
right.
He's
It's
a few
like-
years older than that, so they're pretty young. It's definitely like.
but like
Daddy, I
ACOTAR,
love
she's
him.
19,
vibe.
so like it's
It's
kind
true,
of
but
like
there's no spice. This is like solidly a young adult,
Mm-hmm.
where they don't even kiss until like the last third of the book.
it's a slow
Wait,
burn.
don't say that.
We love
Spoiler.
a slow burn.
Slow burn, baby.
We love a slow burn.
Yeah, we love
The
one.
tension.
So, Yeah, lots of flirting and glances.
Yeah, I love that. I love
Mhm.
that.
And like, oh no, we
Yeah,
have to.
I've been on deadline, so I've only been able to read short pieces, so I'm excited to
Oh,
devour
no.
it.
I
And
hope you guys enjoy.
yes, and I'm
No,
so
I love your writing style too. It's so pretty.
yeah,
Thank you.
it's giving like really fun fairy tale retelling already, and I'm just it's like all the Little Mermaid vibes are there.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I love like seeing the world through Celeste's eyes. It's really fun. It was so much fun like just thinking of like what her frame of reference is and like how she sees things. For example, like I think it's really early. She like has a lot of like tales of what humans are, but she's never seen one before. And so like she's like convinced they have shark teeth.
Yes, no, I
And
love
she's,
all
like,
that.
low-key bummed
Yes.
when they don't.
Yes, she's like,
She's
wait.
like, oh.
I went to the way she talks about legs. It's really funny too.
That was my favorite. She's like, so then when their hips happen, it ends in a second pair of arms.
Yeah. It's just like,
Yeah.
and she's like, oh, it doesn't look as weird as I thought.
Yeah, she kind of like, I got used to it eventually.
Okay, so what has been the best part of the writing process for you so far?
I mean, I feel like drafting is both like kind of the best and kind of the worst part, like hand in hand. It's probably the most painful part, but it is like that fun feeling of like when something
you get
clicks,
it.
you're like,
Yeah. Yeah. It's like torture and then it's the best.
Yes, it's the most toxic relationship of book writing is the drafting, but it is like the fun where you get to like think of like, you know, blue sky and stuff like that. But I do think one of my favorite parts from my debut was like when I first was like assigned my editor and like got to sit with their like thoughts on it. It was the first time beyond like my best friend that anyone had read it at all, besides like me, my best friend, and like my agent, right? So it was really fun to sit down and see like what worked and like what surprised even her, and it was like that part was just like so gratifying, and feeling like I had better tools to make the story better was already really satisfying too. So I think sharing it is honestly the most fun.
Yeah,
is getting to talk,
getting like the feedback and stuff. Yeah. What was the book that made you want to write books back when you were a youth or whatever? Like first was like struck it for you.
Yeah, I think honestly it probably was Harry Potter.
Yeah.
I feel like I've said Harry Potter a lot. I'm not a big J.K. Rowling person anymore. We don't stand. But I will say like,
of course,
Harry Potter definitely like just struck a huge chord. My mom read them to me when they first came out, so like read them to me to like go to bed. And so I like that was my quintessential first like big epic story of my life, and I was just captivated and obsessed for years. And it was also my first big fandom, like as a really young kid. So I would say probably that. But if we did remove Harry Potter, I think the one that I was like, oh, I feel like I could be a writer too. I feel like, I guess like the second round when I was like reading stuff, Addie LaRue was a big one for me.
Oh my God. So
that story
good.
had to be told.
Yeah.
Such a beautiful,
beautiful.
story. Yeah.
All right. Mermaids.
Wait, let me ask this one.
Yeah, ask it.
Okay, mermaids. Tell us why or what made you fall in love with them and why. And then do you have any other favorite mermaids from books or movies or TV?
Yes. Oh my gosh. I love mermaids. I think that they're an underrated like fantasy like people and like race. What I love is that there's so much mysterious about the ocean and like so much magical about like and pretty about how they look.
Except in Harry Potter where they're fucking horrifying.
Yeah. Well, that's the other fun thing is that there's a lot of different types of mermaids and sirens. Like there's sirens that have feathers and there are sirens that, you know, like sing songs. And so there's just, I feel like there's so much depth to siren and mermaid lore, but there hasn't been like a strong standardization, I would say. Like for like vampires do have a lot of lore too, but I do feel like over time it's felt like it's been honed by like just so many retellings of like that type of race. And slowly I feel like Fae are kind of going in that direction too, where there's like kind of standard.
They're getting more popular.
They have, that get popular. Versus like if you do look back at like fae and vampires and their first like iterations, there's a lot more to play with. But I think mermaids, it's like mostly the thing is like the tail, and then the rest of it's like it just depends.
Yeah.
So as a writer, that's I think what's fun. But I mean, obviously, Little Mermaid is what made me fall in love with mermaids. I like also grew up like swimming. I was like on a swim team when I was like a little kid, and so I feel like that like connection to the.
Are you a water sign?
I am also a water sign. I'm a Cancer.
Okay.
Oh, nice. When's your birthday?
And Celeste is also a Cancer. You can tell. My birthday's July 11th.
Nice.
7-11.
7-Eleven.
Oh wow, 7-Eleven.
It's easy to remember. But yeah, no, H2O, just add water, a classic. I loved that one. I loved like in Pirates of the Caribbean. Remember like I think it's like the third or the fourth film.
Fourth
There's like a
one.
mermaid.
Yeah, it's the fourth.
Yes.
That romance. I didn't even care. I don't even know what else happened in that movie. All I remember is Finnick O'Hare and a mermaid. And
Yes.
I was like,
Oh my god.
good. I love the ethereal quality. I love the musicality of a mermaid. And I've read a couple mermaid books. I think my favorite would be Trisha Levenseller's Daughter of the Pirate King series.
Oh, yes.
Oh, I've heard of that. Yeah.
Yeah, that one's fantastic if you haven't read that one. She's really spunky and fun as like a main character, and there's like mermaids and sirens and stuff in that series too, without trying to spoil anything. But yeah, fantastic.
What's like your favorite like trope for mermaids?
Oh, I don't know if there's as like many mermaid tropes. I guess the
Losing their
daddy I
voice.
love him of it all is a trope, and the losing the voice. Yeah.
Yes.
I play with a lot of that in my book, is like kind of what are the main core things you think of when you think of the Little Mermaid, and like what applies well to my story and how I want to tell it. The voice thing was a challenge because I was like, do I just like have her not talk for like, how do you write a character that doesn't talk the whole time? But could once, right? And like, why would you get in that situation? So I'd be interested once you guys get to that part, what you think about the choices that I make with that. But
I'm excited to see.
yeah, I think my favorite mermaid trope would be like, I guess just like their connection to song. I really love how like they have.
Do you sing?
Lot of times. I used to, yeah.
Oh,
I was a musical
nice.
theater girly.
Oh,
and a
yeah,
choir
yeah.
girly.
That makes sense.
So yeah, I love to sing, and I like their connection to song as magic. I think that's quite a interesting like.
Yeah. Oh, that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Okay. Where are you going to celebrate your book release?
That's a great question. Thank you. I'm actually going to be celebrating it in 3 locations.
Yay!
My first being Ripped Bodice with Christine.
Yay! I'm so excited.
We're going to be in conversation on April 18th. We'll be in person. We're going to get an early copy because the book doesn't release till the 22nd.
I know. I saw that. I was when I saw the date, I was like, wait, they're letting you do 2 days or like 4 days before. Like,
yeah, I think there was like an event or something going on. There's like LA Book Fest or something is going on.
yeah.
My book releases, and so we're trying to like get ahead of that before all the bookstores are busy in Los Angeles. So we're having like a little chat about the book in person. So that's gonna be our first celebration, and then. On the day, I'm doing a book event in Memphis, Tennessee.
Oh, nice.
Yes, and that one's gonna be really fun. It's on the 22nd, obviously, and then the third one, I'm going back to my hometown of St. Louis, Missouri.
Oh,
nice.
For the
Novel Neighbor?
Yes, I'm partnering with a Novel Neighbor, but we're doing it at the library.
yeah.
Nice.
So,
I did mine at the library too.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I'm
Yeah.
just following you. I just want to be like you, girl.
They're so nice there.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm excited. I haven't been to because the library is new since I haven't been back to St. Louis in a very long time. So it'll be fun. Like my high school teachers are gonna.
That's so nice. Oh my god.
My high school writing teacher, who's my very first creative writing teacher,
Yeah.
He was like, I'm not surprised, and I was like,
That's so sweet.
I'm Kelsey Dangerous, and I'm an adult, and I still seek validation from teachers and authorities.
No,
Oh,
for real.
God, same.
My mom invited my teacher to my first New Jersey stuff, and like I didn't recognize her first, and I didn't know she was coming, and she was just like in the front row, and I was like, wait, who is that? And then it clicked, and I was like,
Oh, that's so so cute.
My fourth
But also
grade
to find out
teacher.
while you're talking.
Yeah,
I know.
like, oh,
Yeah, fourth grade. She's the one who got me into reading. So, like at school, you know.
That's so
Yeah.
cute.
Yeah.
I love that. That's so sweet.
Yeah.
But
She's
yeah, so you guys should all come if you're interested
So
in the
exciting.
area.
I will hopefully be there. I'll be coming straight from school. So,
Yeah,
but I'm
hopefully-
going to try to make it.
I would love for you
Yeah.
to be there.
All right. Well, everyone should go pre-order Voice of the Ocean. It's out April 22nd. Links in the show notes. And Kelsey, where can everyone find you on the internet?
We can remix. You can follow me everywhere online using the name at Kelsey Dangerous. My main ones would be like YouTube, Twitch, Instagram, TikTok, pretty much everywhere. I'm Kelsey.
All of them.
In all the places. But you can also follow me on Goodreads now. I'm a Goodreads author, so Kelsey Dangerous on Goodreads. You can follow me there and see when my next the sequel to Voice of the Ocean comes out.
Oh my God. Wait, is it going to be a series?
It's
Or
a
is it
planned
a duology?
Yeah,
Nice.
so it's just the two. But
Nice.
yeah, I was very sneaky with I was just like, well, I didn't really tell anyone. I didn't promote it as a duology, so everyone's gonna be kind of mad when they get to the end.
Oh my
God.
God.
So I'm trying to like start telling people now to like save myself.
Just expect it to be two.
Yes.
But
Book
yeah,
one.
there's only two. It's book one of two, yeah. So
Nice. All right. Well, that's our show today, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much for being here, Kelsey. This was so fun. And our show is edited by Emma Burton, Fangirl, Natasha Polis, Alex Polis, and Christine Riccio. Our socials are done by Chloe Laverson. You can follow us on Instagram at Those Working Fangirls or on TikTok at Those Working Fangirls. And of course, youtube.com/@ThoseWorkingFangirls. And our music is by Cole Jenkins with vocals by Heather Traska. And we're going to be recording Tea Time if you're a patron, that will be available to you again if you want to be a patron. The link is in our show notes. Thank you all so much for being here, Kelsey. This was so fun again. Thank you for being
having me.
here.
I'm like, can we hang out and talk all the time?
I know.
Yes.
Yes, for sure. I wish you still lived in LA.
I know.
I know. I wish I still lived in LA too, but I'm around pretty frequently. I'll be around, obviously, in
April.
So
April.
we'll have to go to lunch or do
Yes.
something fun while I'm in
Yes,
town.
we'll see you then. All right. Bye, everybody.